Hello everybody and welcome back to Europa, where we are currently strongly considering going to war with Ajuron to help out some of our economic issues. So that is definitely something that I'm interested in doing. We almost have our spy network done there. In fact, that'll be done next month. We should stop drilling our army right now so that we can actually regenerate our morale for a little bit here. It's going to regenerate 20.6% of its maximum morale per month, so it's going to take a few months before that goes back up to full. We can now, at this point, fabricate a claim here. They're currently at war with Medri Bari and Alodia, so this is actually very useful for us. They're also only Miltech 6, which is great, because we are also only Miltech 6. We're going to be hitting 7 soon, but we're not there quite yet. We're going to give this, since they're at war right now, we're going to give them a couple more months to work on that. I don't necessarily want to fight them on their own when they're not fighting this war, but I want our morale to be regened at least most of the way. I think one more month tick, and we should be fine. And then we'll declare. So we'll declare on like 1 February. Let's see how this looks at that point. But that's the overall goal right now. Our military is divided right now. We are definitely going to attack. Siege ability, thank you very much. So let's go ahead and hop into the diplomacy here. We are going to fabricate ourselves a claim, and our claim is going to be on Barawa here, I think. Although Merca is actually the highest development here. It's nice that they show the development in this now. That's neat. So we're going to do that, and then we are going to declare our war immediately. Well, we have to tick to allow that to give us the proper CB. And Harar would not join. Marahan would join. I have no reason to co-belligerent them, I think. So we're going to go ahead and do this. Nakor would not join. That's okay. We don't need them to join. So this will be just fine. We'll confirm this, and we are at war. This should be plenty of troops to make this happen. We're going to head on in over here. We're going to set a force to sieging over here. What is this going to need? 3K? Okay, so we're just going to split off a small siege force here. Now, this does mean we're going to be lower than our combat width. That's okay. We're going to move these guys in over here, and they're just going to get started sieging. In the meantime, we are going to split off a unit and have them go up over here, just so that we can siege some of these areas down slightly faster. We can see that they're heading up north, and that's completely fine by me. Okay, so we occupy here. We're going to head on in. And from here, we're going to split off another force to go attack Mogadishu. So let's go ahead and do that real quick. A 4K unit. And we can stack these back together very quickly if necessary. Okay. Now, it is possible that they walk through this Terra Incognita here to come attack us. We know that they moved up that way. If that happens, this unit is probably gone, but we can still respawn to it reasonably quickly. Let's see what happens. We're going to move in over here. Well, this is convenient. They are going to get stack wiped. No doubt about that. Okay. Naval research is wrong. Goodbye, prestige. Okay, we're going to move up to El Bur. That said, there are enemies in this vicinity. Let's see what they actually end up doing here. Okay, we're going to move both of these units in here and see what happens. Nice. That's a stack wipe. And then these guys are going to head in over here. We're 12% war score right now, and that will continue to go up. Now, I do expect that we actually win this, especially when these reinforcements come in. So this is fine. And these guys are just filing north. They're trying to get their mission up here completed. I'm going to split off one more unit, and we're going to send it off over to here. And these guys are going to head to Ogaden. Fantastic. So, I mean, this is going very well. There's no doubt about that. Can we go in here? No, we're not at war with them. Okay. We're going to group these guys together for now. Fantastic. And we can actually head up over here. Let's go ahead and explore this Terra Incognita a bit. Isn't that fascinating? Our vassal goes up there, but that doesn't expose the Terra Incognita for us. I feel like it should, but okay. Well, we'll go up and join them. This is a bit dangerous up here. We don't have any idea what's up here. Okay, we won the Siege of Merca. These guys are now going to make their way up here and join this force. Okay. And that's all Terra Incognita up there that we can't actually enter. Sounds good. So we're going to move back over to, like, El Bur here. Excellent. So technically, that's all of Mogadishu occupied. Can these guys move out into any of this Terra Incognita? None. Okay. So Marahan is up here. But we have no Terra Incognita that we can actually move into. Now, we can't do quest for a new... Or we don't have quest for a new world, so we can't get conquistadors. So this is almost all that we can actually get here. We have no real way to make our way over this way at this time. So we're just going to group everybody up, and where do we want to group them? Like, back in our territory? Maybe. Actually, we should be fine over here, as long as these guys don't come in. Sunni Zealots, that's in our vassal. Okay. They've decided to attack us over here. This is not going to go well for them. Of course, we won that battle. And at this point, I think we're just going to group all of these guys together. And we're just going to come back and deal with these zealots. Ticking war score is on our side, and we can gain 24 more. So that's fantastic. We're going to gain a bunch from taking Mogadishu as well. That will be done shortly. Yeah, enemies are indeed sieging our provinces. Oh, they're taking this back. Okay, we should probably go deal with that, but we'll deal with that after we've dealt with this. This is fine. They're actually not going to siege that, fascinatingly. They might come down and try to take this force out, but we can swing back up, and it shouldn't be a big deal. These rebels will be gone. Fantastic. And let's head up to Merca. We'll be in position to reinforce. I was hoping that we'd win that siege tick there, but alas, we did not. He's heading up over here. Fascinating. He shouldn't be doing this, because we just caught him. Okay. That's really not something that he should have done. The Siege of Mogadishu is now over, and the question becomes, how much war score do we actually need to take what we want? Well, what do we really want here, I guess, is a kind of backup question. Well, these guys have managed to make their way up to Marahan, and we're definitely going to get ticking war score. I feel like at this point we can back off and just wait on the ticking war score. In the meantime, we can do something like... Ajuron would become our vassal, but I want Mogadishu to become our vassal. That's 27% war score there. So Mogadishu becomes our vassal, and then we would want to take, like, at least this territory. We could take, like, that. That would be 97. How much coalition would that be? That's not very threatening. That's a possibility. That's a big expansion. Ajuron essentially becomes a one province at that point. We should assume they're going to go away before we get that, but that's okay. Yeah, I think this is fine. And then, how much gold do they actually have? 115? Okay. We could do something like this. We would need 100% war score for that, but I'm comfortable with this. So we're going to head on back to our territory here, and we're going to get back to drilling. Excellent. We're 92% here, and we're just going to let that tick on up. Sounds good to me. Enemies are sieging our provinces. That's up over here. We may want to detach a small group of, like, 5,000 troops to come up here. They probably want a leader, and I don't want to pay for a general. I'm going to give our ruler military command. It does put them at risk. He's not great, but he's better than nothing. And they will regenerate their morale on the way up. Yeah, they're going to take this back. Okay, we'll just chill here for right now. They are only 3 units of infantry, so they don't have any cavalry. We're going to move in here. And we're looking for, I think, one more month tick here. We need the morale. He's moving to El Bur. I'm fine with this. I want one more month tick still. We're only recovering 16% of our maximum morale per month. That's a little on the slow side, but we get a month tick and we can go in and fight them. And I'm okay with this. Now we'll get there after the month tick. So in we go. Magnificent. That also gives us our mill tech. And we're going to take it. Boom. Now, this is still going to be rough because we haven't embraced Renaissance, but that gives us Miltech 7, which gives us a big advantage here. As you can see, we're just crushing them. Fantastic. We did not stack wipe them, but that's okay. We're at 88% war score, and we're going to want to start embiggening our primary army here. You can see here that our combat width is still 24, so that's good. And we are going to need a bit of a backline. We might also want a separate siege force, and for now I'm going to shift consolidate here, move these guys up to here, just to get those siege down a little bit more quickly. Where are they retreating to? I have no idea where they're retreating to. Okay, that's neat. Okay, 92%, and this should be 97. We'll just go ahead and group these guys up just in case. In fact, this should probably be close to 100 from ticking. It's not there, but I guess that's fine. We're going to head on back south. Interesting. They retreated to Malindi, which they are now sieging. Cool. We're just going to walk over there with this force. Yeah, that's what I thought. Get out of here. What, are they going to Zanzibar? We're going to catch them, and this is going to happen on 29 November. Okay, we actually can't do that until 3 December because of morale. So we have to go now. We had to let them get away a little bit there, but we needed that morale bump to tick in. For now, I'm going to set these guys back to drilling. Okay. We'll just chase these. Oh, we're at 100%. We don't need anything else. Sounds good. So we're just going to do this peace deal as we set out here. Unless Marahan wants to separate peace. We can separate peace Marahan. And I want to. We're going to take just this and 25 ducats. It's not maximal, but I like it. Okay. So we separate peace that. Now, we're going to need to tick until our diplomat is back. And at this point, these guys can turn back around and head to Kismayo. Perfectly fine. We can start coring that. Excellent. And our diplomat is back, and we're just going to now do this. Magnificent. Okay, so that's wonderful. This is going to cost us a lot to core, but that's okay. We'll get started on that. Congo no longer considers us a rival because they're no longer a valid rival. A comet has been sighted. The economy, fools. Okay, well, we lost a stability. That's fine. We're currently at plus 16.59 gold. That is insane. I don't think that's actually true. Yeah, 4.22. That's more like it. And we're going to use some of that gold to recruit ourselves. I would love to get this level, or a level 3 military advisor for our mission, but that's not currently a possibility. There is this guy that is cheaper to employ. And we do need admin power. He's going to cost us everything that we're earning right now, plus some. But we could get a land maintenance reduction for this guy, and that might save us money. I think we're going to be negative overall here. Yeah. So we're probably going to have to slow down our rooting out of corruption a little bit for a little while. Something like this. That'll be fine. We can also go ahead and build ourselves a temple in Matsolo, and that is over that magical 0.1 number that I like. Excellent. So we're going to group all of these guys together over here and return them to drilling. We're also going to want to embiggen this a little bit, but we're a little negative in our cash flow right now, and we need to consider that. I'm going to have this go to like plus 0.2 for right now, and we'll just keep an eye on that. In fact, we can do something more along the lines of this. That'll be fine. And I want... Okay, we lost our general in a drilling accident. I'm not going to have our leader be in charge of the drilling. Unfortunately, we don't have the military power to recruit a leader right now. And you can no longer poke your generals or your nobility for a leader, which is a little sad there. But we're just going to go ahead and get ourselves some military power here. And for the time being, we're going to cut our army maintenance and spend that money on rooting out corruption. Okay. Sounds good. Now we do have some rebel factions brewing. This is not surprising. We'll deal with those eventually, but right now isn't exactly the time for that. For the moment, I think we're going to get just the single value cannon. Let's go ahead and build that guy. Excellent. We're going to want to expand this out. Our combat width is still 24, correct? Yes. Good. So we don't need to widen our front at all. We're solid on that. And we just need to start widening our backline so that we can actually utilize some fire phases. That would be great. Now we can afford to hire another general. And so we shall. Those are okay pips, I guess. They're not fantastic. We're going to drill this, and that will put us negative in cash by how much? 2. That's not too bad. So we'll just bring this down to earning about 1 ducat per month. We don't need to earn much. I'm much more interested in rooting out corruption right now. But really what we need to do at this exact moment is fix this overextension. That is going to be a big deal, and that is a long ways away still. Our core constructions are about 20%. So we've got some work to do on that. Is it just me, or does this bar not look 20% full? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I guess maybe it's a little less than that. I mean, maybe they're starting it like over here rather than starting it here. I don't know. At any rate, it doesn't look 25% full to me. Just a minor thing that I'm noting there. It doesn't actually matter. Just a graphical thing. So our innovativeness is decreasing. We're not shocked by this. Do we have any renaissance that we see at this point? Ooh. It's spreading in Marahan. It's spreading here too. So we need to push up into Warsangali. That's very clear. We also need to annex Pate here. So let's go ahead and start improving relations with them. We don't need to build spy networks in Ajuron anymore. We'll go ahead and pull that back. Rwanda, how are you thinking about our economy these days? Minus 62? Okay. They're not very happy about it, if I'm honest, but that's fine. So these guys are not very upset, in all honesty. We can very easily get them annexed, and that's something that I'm interested in doing. We're going to leave Mogadishu for a while. We should probably actually work on improving relations with them. That's going to be very important that we get some of these issues taken away. So that's fine. We also don't see any Europeans down here in South Africa yet. That's wonderful. And this is going to be maxing out in just a couple years, so that's great. Are we super interested in getting factories into additional diplomats into general colonization law? Eventually, yes. This is only a 30% Renaissance bonus here, though. We need to get to Admin Tech 6, and I think that is our next goal. And in terms of power. Of course, our diplomatic power is going to be going to 2 things. Annexing and improving our production in these gold regions. So let's go ahead and improve our production here. This is currently costing 64, although we should probably bank this, because it's a 13.8% increase from our corruption right now, and our corruption is currently dropping. Let's continue working a little harder on rooting out corruption. It's up to plus 45 at this point. Wonderful. So we're making some money here, and our corruption is dropping not super quickly. Our overextension isn't helping that, but our overextension will be going away soon, and we are looking at these Ajuron Separatists here. We can handle them through increasing autonomy, but ultimately they're not very frightening. So I think what we need to do is just keep an eye on this, and when this reaches 90%, we'll stop drilling, and we'll just go kill them. I think that'll be fine. I don't really want to provoke them early because we are drilling, and we had some replacements, so we've only got about 90% drill here. So we can work that up for sure. We're currying favors in Rwanda, and I don't think that's actually useful. We're going to be capped out on favors there. We're not going to get, like, what do we need? Some 60-some reasons? Actually, 18 reasons. We would need 18 reasons. But we're not going to get that many. I think that's pretty clear. What we need to do is expand our economy. And that's fine. We can do that. Those Ajuron Separatists are up to 80% right now. That's fine. Where are they going to raise? They're probably going to raise in Merca, is my guess. Let's see, 11. I believe the rule is that they raise in the highest development province. We're going to stop drilling, and we're going to move into Merca. Okay. Is our maintenance still low? Yeah, we need to crank that maintenance up. They're at 80% still, so we still have at least 2 month ticks here. To regen our morale. Fantastic. Let's see what happens on this month's tick. Okay, still 80%. So we've got time. Production efficiency on salt has dropped by 10%. That's unfortunate. We should at some point start thinking about building ships. There's no doubt about that, but we're having some financial constraints right now, and that's basically what we need to work on. How long until we can seize some Crownland here? We actually can do it right now. Magnificent. So, we'll do exactly that. And that puts us at what once this updates? 1.05? Sounds good. We'll put half of that towards rooting out corruption. So we're spending about 10 gold per month on that right now. I'm very okay with this. And these rebels are still at 80%. We can invest in this idea. I don't want to do that at this time. 101 ducks. A skill 3 philosopher. That's 50% cheaper to employ. This guy is going to die soon. Is a philosopher diplomatic? I think so. Or a theologian. Now, this guy is already a theologian. I'm going to do this. We'll gain the prestige, and let's let this tick. It'll need a month tick to update. We found that one out for sure. Okay. Should have taken the money. He is administrative. Okay, sounds good. Well, for the time being, I'm very content with just letting this happen. I'm not too interested in provoking this revolt. That would mean that they would gain, what, like 15k? We can still beat that. They haven't bumped up to 90%. Honestly, we're losing drill time. Let's do it. 16 regiments, I'm okay with this. We're right in the position where they spawn, and we should have no problem with this, in theory. They don't even have a leader. Easy peasy. We can just stay right here and drill. And that's exactly what we'll do. Fantastic. So our core constructions will be done soon, and that will reduce our overextension malice on getting rid of corruption. That's fantastic. Of course, we're losing money right now because we are reinforcing here. So that will take us some time. But we only need 546 men, and they're all going to be reinforced here. So we're back to positive, and I don't want to max that. I only want to be making about half a ducat a month right now. I want to be primarily rooting out corruption. We had to go heavily in debt, and, well, we didn't have to, but we went heavily in debt, and learned a few things, and now we are kind of paying the price for that, but I feel like we're still doing just fine. So we're going to be finishing up this city soon. Merca is now considered part of our patrimony. We have successfully cored that. And we're going to just continue to core all of these up here, and that will get much, much better once we no longer have that overextension. I'm not expecting that we actually have to fight any other rebels. Let's see here. It's under here. 5.9 years, 7.5 years, 7.5, 13.8. Yeah, I don't think we're going to have issues. I think it'll be just fine. Improved relations here is up to 90. I believe for subjects we can go up to 200, though. So we'll be okay here. We'll be able to annex them soon enough. And again, we're just banking our diplomatic power right now until our corruption falls so that we're a little bit more efficient on using our power to increase our production in these locations. So let's just double check our missions here, because what we really want to do is restore Zimbabwe. We need 20 development there. Okay, well, all of those are good to go, and now we can make some states. How are we doing on our admin cap? Well, it's doing okay, I feel like. And yeah, we're going to need to full core a lot of those. Okay. How are we doing on our admin cap right now? 264 out of 400. Sounds good. So how much is this going to cost to core all? 259? Sure. We'll do it. I'm not happy about it, but we'll do it. Okay, our king died, I think. Yeah, I'm fairly certain. Yeah, that seems to be the case. A new king. Yep, our king died. So our new king has some awkward powers in terms of his skills. But 153. I mean, that's pretty good diplomatically, but it's terrible administratively. Okay. To everlasting friendship. Indeed. Royal marriage offer from Nikor. I accept. Sounds great. So we're currently at about 12.5 corruption here, and that's fine. It is, however, about time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that, and next episode, we are going to finish up this over here, for sure. That's definitely going to finish, and hopefully we'll be able to continue to spread down over here and cut off any Europeans from coming in. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and I will see you all next time.